words. I've spoken about Alex Jones. I said he's always been good to me. I've played clips of him. I said he's very funny. And he's going to act like I've attacked him, never spoke to him about Mitch Snow, nothing. Listen to Alex Jones quite literally declare war on me. And this is over Mitch Snow. Take a listen.
I remember saying to them, like I said, I got to investigate her now. I got a bad feeling. I didn't have a bad feeling. God gave me a good brain. I already knew. I dropped the ball. I apologize. She's a globalist agent. I dropped the ball and I failed you, and I'm sorry. I got to follow my gut every time. It's never wrong. And I saw so much more she did. And I love her people threatening me and all their doxing of people and all that. You think that's going to make me go away? All you did was wake me up like a nuclear test site waking up Godzilla. So just get your asses ready. Because you want a war, I want your war, I want it all. I want the doxing, I want the lies, I want the attacks. I'm going to take you on. Because you work for the deep state and the Democratic Party and the CIA and MI6, and I see your ass. So you just get ready.
Okay, points for entertaining. I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know. Good luck. I hope you do it. I hope you go after whoever it is. If the attacks are in the room with you right now, Alex, let us know. Okay. I literally have no idea what he's speaking about. I was off air and Alex Jones was just burying himself, getting fact checked. People are attacking him because he's lying about what I've said. He's pretending it's personal. Like he and I had a conversation, or like I went after him on the show. I don't know what that is. Then I would eventually find out exactly what it is.
We know how Alex Jones is. He oversells shit all the time. That's his personality. But the fact that he's attacking Candace Owens and lying on what she has said in the past just shows that he's not authentic. He's not a real journalist like he always has said he is. It seems like, to me, to be honest, he sold out to the Israel lobby. And now he's being peddled these talking points that are just pure lies. And Candace hasn't even speculated or said anything of those sort. And again, I don't like what Candace has always done, but right now she's the only one asking the tough questions and digging into the actual murder of Charlie Kirk and the stuff going on behind the scenes at Turning Point USA, the corruption that we're not being told about.
Thing that sent me over the edge was when I saw the tent. Okay, I am never going to get over this tent. I could spend a week discussing this tent. I could probably do a month of content describing the tent and how I felt seeing the tent and what this tent actually now represents. What am I referring to? Let's take a listen to a reporter who was at AmFest describe the scene behind her in the hallway outside of the speaking area. Take a listen.
And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University.
These people are so dumb that are running Turning Point USA. You think Charlie Kirk, this is like almost like a celebration of his life to recreate the scene of how he was murdered? These people, they are devils behind the scene. They have zero morals. And they're the same people that Charlie, towards the end of his life, were questioning and calling out. That is the Israel lobby. Those are the same people that took him out, as we all know.
September, and people are taking selfies with it.
I can't. I cannot. I am not capable of whatever that. When I saw this, I realized I do not know enough words. I had to consult a thesaurus, and I still could not land upon the correct adjective to describe how I felt when I saw that tent. People taking selfies under a recreation. I don't know if it's actually the tent. It looks like it's pretty old, or a tent that Charlie died under. That's what was happening at AmFest. Horrified. I was aghast. I don't think I ever described myself as aghast. I was aghast. It was ghastly to look at that and to realize that they made a conscious decision to allow that to happen. To what end? Okay. I was so gassed. I messaged people inside of Turning Point. I said, I want to know who approved this, because I know what's going to come next. You're going to say, oh, we don't know how it happened, and it's something fell through the cracks, and so much was going on.
Erica Kirk.
We had no idea at the time.
Who is the CEO of Turning Point today? It is Erica Kirk. You don't think she knew that was going to happen at the first festival of the year, supposedly the biggest, while they pushed out JD Vance? It's not like, let's not focus and celebrate Charlie Kirk's life, let's just say we're pushing JD Vance as the next presidential nominee. Literally 1 year into this administration, the own base that voted for Trump isn't supporting him anymore. This administration has sold us out to the foreign lobbies, the highest bidder. Do you guys remember in the 2016 debate with Marco Rubio how Trump literally called out Marco Rubio for being owned by the Adelsons, or the Madelsons, whatever that Israel family is? That same family is now Trump's biggest donor. The guy who was supporting Marco Rubio and his campaign was her husband, who passed away. And now she's taken pretty much all the money and has admitted she's Israel first and put hundreds of millions into Trump's reelection campaign. So yes, Trump is owned by AIPAC.
That Charlie died on was being brought in as a display. We had no idea that was happening. So I messaged and I said, who did this? Who approved this? I want to know, because I have no authority to fire these people, but I want to pretend like I can fire the people who made this decision, everyone involved. And the answer that I got, you're not going to believe this, or you will believe this, that the person who approved this tent was the amazing Elizabeth McCoy. Potentially more amazing than her husband, Michael McCoy. Elizabeth McCoy was the person who approved this tent. So there's no way that they can come out and pretend like Erica didn't know this was happening, because she's very close with Elizabeth McCoy. Okay, she's very close with her. So for everybody on the outside looking into this, AmFest is when we realized that something very disturbing is happening in America.
You know, I think Candace needs to just hold Erica Kirk accountable. I understand she's trying to be respectful, but let's see. She literally ran a Romania child trafficking organization and was kicked out of Romania. That's Erica Kirk, by the way. Her family, both her parents, were paired with the Israel intelligence agencies and worked, I believe it was not BlackRock, I think for BlackRock, but they worked for these government agencies where they would go into these, you know, third world countries and, I don't know, stir up the pot in the country. And yeah, it's all tied to Israel and the AIPAC lobby, Mossad, and that's who her parents are. And it's just crazy that Candace, with how outspoken she has been throughout this whole awakening with Israel, that she's not the first to call out Erica Kirk. At this point, with all of the bad decisions that are being made, she should be calling out Erica Kirk. That's my opinion.
So let's revisit Hamptons, the Hamptons. Okay, remember that whole debacle? Another thing that I said to the public was that Seth Dillon was pressing Charlie. I said there was a smaller meeting that took place. I said Bibi Netanyahu called and he offered to take Turning Point to the next level. And everybody had a lot to say and things were crazy. And, oh, Candace is crazy. Max Blumenthal's crazy. He also reported this. Everyone's lying. That's not true. Everything was amazing. Well, the Hamptons debacle came up when I sat down with Erica, and she conceded that, yeah, she was there. I had no idea, by the way, that Erica was there. First time I found out Erica was there was when I was sitting across from Erica. I don't know.
There is nothing transparent or original about Erica Kirk. That woman is a honeypot if there ever was one. Also was literally she was working for the Trump administration. She was with the pageants. It's just disgusting. It was almost like that is actually what happened when they went to Israel. That's how they met. It's almost like she was groomed into being Charlie Kirk's wife. I don't see anything as like real about Erica Kirk. I think everything is scripted.
Actually, why I wasn't told that earlier. Anyways, the point being is that she was there and she conceded that, yes, the Israel thing came up, and just as the people told me that his perspectives on Israel were being challenged. And then she said, yeah, I was there when Bibi Netanyahu called. Okay, how come no one has confirmed that? There's a piece of me that is angry about the fact that I have been telling the truth, and I feel like I have been being gaslit about that.
Yeah, she was quiet the whole time while all these Israel Zionists like Ben Shapiro, this is how much I don't care to even listen to them. Josh Hammer, all these, you know, pro-Israel first Zionists are Mark Levin. But every single time they have said that Candace has lied, she has been proven correct. And now even Erica Kirk has supposedly confirmed it. Erica Kirk, again, this just proves she cannot be trusted. She didn't stick up for Candace like Candace did stick up for her husband.
And no one has tossed me a little bit of rope, right? Hey, Candace, I'm seeing you're out there. She's telling the truth. Bibi Netanyahu called. Erica says that Erica told me that, but she said, but he did not offer to take Turning Point to the next level. And I said, really? She said, yeah, I don't know who your source is on that, but that part's not true. He did call, but that part's not true. So what I told her, what I think shocked her, was that my source on that, which I had never previously revealed to the public, was Andrew Colvett. It was Andrew Colvett who told me that Bibi Netanyahu offered to take Turning Point to the next level and that Charlie Kirk said no. Did he
Okay.
go rogue again? I don't know. I said, I find it very weird that Andrew would make that up. And then I was sort of told, like, well, maybe it happened a different time or whatever. Maybe when she wasn't there. It was pretty specific that it happened. And then I said, and I confirmed that with two other people. One person who I'm not going to give the clue to, the clue about on the show, because it would reveal a source that was not related to Andrew Colvett, who confirmed that very same thing. And there's no way Andrew would have known anything about that source. He was not communicating. He was not that source's source. Somebody else at that dinner was. And then I confirmed it for a third time with somebody that is very close to Andrew Colvett, that he said that he lost a lot of money when Charlie said no to Bibi Netanyahu. That's your punishment, Andrew. Truth. So now you can respond to reporters asking the questions. That's what you get.
Damn.
Don't lie in my name. Don't direct people to attack me.
Mic drop. Fucking love that. See, Candace, always come with their seats. Now they have to respond to this. And in the same episode which Candace displayed today, she also commented about Tim Dillon calling out how fake Turning Point has been and how it looks to the American public. And this is actually right on point because I agree with this take.
This Turning Point kind of abomination that the right wing of this country has turned into like a bad reality show. And it's all of the fault of everyone, by the way. It's the fault of everyone speaking and everyone attending, and there's nobody that gets everything about this is weird and uncomfortable for everyone. And I'm not saying she killed her husband or knew about it or whatever. I'm saying the guy got shot 3 months ago, and she walks out to a pyrotechnic display, and then she goes, we're going to elect J.D. Vance. It's weird that...
Yeah, it's weird that you're pushing J.D. Vance a year into this administration where I'd say 80% of the people that voted for Trump that I speak to can't even stand this administration what they are doing. They are not putting America first. They're putting every other country first, especially Israel, but not America first. And the fact that she thinks she can just waltz her way out there and tell the American public, you're going to vote for J.D. Vance, who is literally Peter Thiel, the AI nut job who wants AI to take over the world. That's the one who groomed J.D. Vance and put him in the position he's in today. No one knew who the hell J.D. Vance was until he was nominated as the presidential nominee. And he was the one that called Trump Hitler, remember? Like, come on, guys. They're playing us. This is a psyop. It's so easy to see.
That's where her head is at. It's difficult for many people to relate to. It's not relatable for people that talked about how Hollywood isn't relatable and Hollywood is out of touch. This looks a lot like Hollywood to most people. And to go out through a stream of fireworks and sparklers and stand there in a glittering pantsuit and talk about electing J.D. Vance 3 months after your husband was killed, many people feel that there is something off about that. And we're starting to see that political people are the exact same thing as the Hollywood elites that they all love to dunk on. And we all look at this. This is Megan Thee Stallion twerking at the Kamala rally. This is deeply unsettling to a lot of people. It feels like you're being played. You feel it. It seems off. You feel like this is a coordinated and choreographed spectacle so that you are played. They want your money.
That's true. What was it like within a day or two after he was assassinated? They were literally messaging all people who were subscribed to Turning Point and asking for money. It's just disgusting how it was handled. And then they covered it up the day after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And then they've lied continuously throughout the whole process, saying that he was not questioning the Israel cause when he definitely was. There's already been picture proof of it, guys. And just to prove my statement correct, these last two videos are the last two things Charlie Kirk said days before he died. First, to Zionist first, Ben Shapiro, who no one watches anymore, and then himself and his audience.
Charlie, we've pushed back against the media on COVID, on lockdowns, on Ukraine, on the border, on it's like maybe we should also ask a question. Is the media totally presenting the truth when it comes to Israel? Just a question, that maybe we should.
Look at that face. Look at that face. That's the face of a man who's scared because he knows Charlie Kirk had a huge following behind him, and he's questioning the country that Ben Shapiro sucks off to every single day of the week, 24/7, 365 days of every year. And I mean, what does he lose? 10,000 subscribers a week average right now? No one listens to Ben Shapiro anymore.
Believe everything the media says, because I know I've been conditioned to ask a lot more critical questions over the last couple of years. So, Ben, some people would accuse Israel of wanting to ethnically cleanse. Some people in the Israeli government are saying, again, it's all over the place, right? You have opinions all over. In your opinion, what would a good outcome 5 years from now be, and how does one respond to the claims of ethnic cleansing? Charlie,
we already know how he answered to that. Literally, Israel has already came out and said that is their plan. What do you think they're doing in Gaza? And the crappiest part of it all is it's American taxpayers that is funding the bill for this genocide that's happening in Palestine. And if you would have asked me 6 months, is there genocide? We're almost as conservatives, and I don't even consider myself a conservative anymore because the two-party system is a complete joke, but we're almost assumed to support Israel. And at this point, you just can't support them. There's too much carnage that they create. All of the wars are fought over Israel. All the drama is started from Israel. It is so obvious that Trump's biggest donor is Israel, the Adelsons, and that Bibi is his boss. So this was the final statement Charlie made on his final show before, the Zionists took him out.
And Jewish donors, they have a lot of explaining to do, a lot of decoupling to do, because Jewish donors have been the number one funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi-Marxist policies, cultural institutions, and nonprofits. This is a beast created by secular Jews.
Yep.
And now it's coming for Jews, and they're like, what on earth happened? And it's not just the colleges. It's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it. It's like time for you guys to wake up and say no more, draw a line in the sand. I don't care if you hate me.
And that's why they took him out, because he had a bigger audience at the time. He was, gravitating towards anti-Israel policy, which is just to let Israel run everything with no actions or reactions. But very interesting video. Curious what you guys think. I will be doing a couple lives tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace out. See you on the next video.